Here we are. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at the Wild West jump course tonight with Fun Around and Find Out. We're going to be watching some of the greatest drivers in the business on iRacing, taking some Pro 4 trucks around this wonderful race course. We did this just a little bit ago, Jay, with the Lotus 49s and the Fun Around Find Out series. Jay, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm excited to get this Pro 4 season started. A couple races in this little short season for the Pro 4 trucks. And we're going back to Wild West. Man, we saw some great races in the Lotus 49s. I don't expect anything different here tonight in the Pro 4 trucks.
Absolutely. It's going to be a great race. We're going to be seeing these guys going through a couple of heats here and then into the main. These guys are going to be just going, they're going to be driving their hearts out over these jumps. We're going to be seeing some crazy moves. We're going to be seeing some crazy jumps, crazy starts. Jay, we're doing standard starts tonight. It's going to be lots and lots of fun. First off, though, let's go right into our race info. So tonight, we've got a 0.87 mile track, 78 degrees on track right now. We are 4,600 feet above sea level. 70 degrees ambient, 47% humidity, partly cloudy skies, and a 2-mile-an-hour wind. Located in Clinton, Oklahoma, we've got 4 turns, 2 proper hairpins, 4 tabletop jumps, and a massive drop-off jump after turn 1. And right now, we are watching Brad Haldane coming off the final corner here, going to be finishing up practice. We've still got 3 minutes, but right now you can see at the top left of your screen, Tim Henderson. He is leading the group right now with a 49.3. These guys are actually slower than the Lotus 49s. Can you believe it?
That is crazy. Yeah, as we're going to see him come right here through turn 2. This is turn 3 here. This is going to be one of the main passing zones in this track. Throwing sliders in there all night. That's going to be a lot of fun to watch. And then that drop off of a turn 1 downhill section, that is a wild part of this track as well. This is going to be fun.
Absolutely. And the final corner right here, the one that Tim is going through right now, that is going to be a prime opportunity to make a pass. These guys are going to get crazy going in there. We'll make sure to keep our cameras there so you guys can catch all of the action. We're going to get the cameras off here. We'll give you guys a good full screen on what is going on. We'll keep watching these guys. They still got 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in this race. But Jay, real quick, what can we expect with these guys going through these heats and then going into the final?
Well, I think the main thing, if we learned anything from the Lotus 49s, is surviving that turn 1. That is a steep drop-off after we get that standing start. They're all going to be bunched up. There's about 3-4 different distinct lines you could take, and then you got to get around there to the downhill section into turn 2. That's usually where stuff gets sorted out. And then it's going to be about not making mistakes, right? You're going to be turning right to go left, as Tom likes to say on most of the races we do. These guys are going to be digging through these corners, sending them sideways, and then just minimizing any mistakes and then putting yourself in position there at the end of this race to lead it and take the victory.
Absolutely. I think that's going to be one of the most important things here tonight, Jay, is just keeping your car clean to where when you need to use it, you can use it. One of the biggest things that these drivers are going to be managing is car damage, whether it be maybe just a little bit of bent suspension on the front end or car contact. I don't really think aerodynamics play a lot of factor into this. We're going to be seeing lots of bumping, lots of maybe a little bit of tempers on track. I don't know. We'll see. These guys are very competitive when it comes to winning these races, like this man right here, Matt Yost. Matt Yost throwing down some laps here. As you can see, this is a pretty tough track. Again, some of the best drivers in the business, and they're having a hard time getting these cars around this track.
Yeah, and I talked to Matt Yost last night prior to this race. He was looking forward to this. He said this is going to be a lot of fun. So if he's looking forward to it, we're looking forward to it. I'm sure you guys at home are going to be ready for this action too. This is some can't miss stuff here. Fun around and find out.
Absolutely. Well, practice is just about to finish up here. Tim Henderson looking like he's going to top everybody here. He's got a pretty fast car. Almost a half second over second place of Ricky Mandonka. Donka. Ricky M.
The Madman.
Madman. That's right. That's right. Bad Brad Haldane there in P3 with Showtime in P4. Greg Shaw rounding out your top 5 right now in practice. And now we will see these guys go in to a heat. Oh, qualified. Excuse me. We're going to be watching. We're going to go qualified, then we're going to heat, then we're going to go main, baby. Let's see who hits
Yeah,
track
if I'm
first.
not mistaken, 15-lap main event here tonight, so that'll be a short little sprint to victory. It'll be fun to watch.
And look at this, Jay. We've got open qualifying. We're going to be seeing all these guys on track.
Yeah, they're staging here, getting ready to go downhill into the track.
First one out, Dallas Seward. And that very beautiful galaxy purple dogs and kittens car. See what he can do. He's coming off the last corner now. Coming down the front straightaway. Here's the start-finish line, as you can see. Then they go straight into a big old jump right there. Dallas Seward managing that jump very well. Hitting the E-brake going into turn 1. And off the exit now, coming down the hill real fast. Coming in.
Yeah, this is a fun corner here. Turn 2. You get slide in there, that hard right-hander, and then you come back to this left-hander here. Not too difficult of a section, but this turn 3 is going to be a big opportunity to throw some sliders in on people if you get a good run off of 2.
Absolutely. Dallas Seward. 3/4 of the lap done now. Coming into the final corner. And coming off. We'll see what he can do. Crossing the start-finish line. Full throttle all the way. And he puts his lap time down. Let's see what it is. Straight into the pits he goes with a 50.8.
Well, that was impressive. He landed that thing.
Rob Collier. Showtime going provisional pole. Next one going to be crossing the start-finish line here. That's going to be Bad Brad Haldane. We'll see what he can do now coming into the final corner. Just digging. He is digging. Let's see what Brad can do. Crossing the start-finish line. Goes P1 with a 49.5.
Put down a heater.
Here was your practice leader here, Tim Henderson, in that 20 machine. Let's see what he can do to bring back any speed he can for this qualifying run. Coming out of the final corner now. Crossing the start-finish line. Invalid lap. Let's see what Stephen Downton can do. Coming out the final corner. Stephen Downton not being able to put up a lap time there. Here's Matt Yost. Does he best his time? He does not. There's Stephen Downton again coming off the final corner. Let's see what he can do to try to get his car back up to the front. Crossing the start-finish line. And still, we got an invalid lap for him. But on top of that, Greg Shaw goes P3 with a 50.04.
Yeah, Brad Haldane actually improved on his time by a whole 1/10 of a second there, up to 49.5 now. He's got it figured out.
Brad laying the hate right now, but here comes Tim Henderson. He goes P1 with a 49.4.
Wow, that's a quick lap right there. Tim Henderson, dig it.
Here comes Brad. He's trying to defend that P1, coming across the start-finish line now. Oh, he goes a 49.495. That is close right there between these front two drivers. As we see Dallas Seward trying to make the Baja 1000.
Oh, grabs a little bit of wall there in turn 2.
Here's a good little battle that we got going on. Maybe a little bit of a glimpse that we might see going into the final corner. No, Greg backs out. He's going to try to get a good run going down this front straightaway. Steven Downton just going for it.
Oh, God, wall right.
Never lift.
He hangs on to it.
That man is the epitome of hashtag blessed as he goes on his lid.
Might be qualifying, but these guys are digging just in qualifying alone. Shows how much they're wanting it tonight.
Here's Rob. Let's see if he can best his time. Oh, he's starting. He's starting his qualifying run right now. Let's see what he can do. There's Greg in his final attempt to get a good lap time in. Look how much that car rocks going through the final corner there. It's going to be a fun one in that final corner. Coming across the start-finish line.
He did improve his time.
Look at the top three right there.
Wow, Tim's coming back out. Is he going to try and improve his lap time? That's going to be a tough one to beat, but he's already at 49.4. Maybe he can get the 49.3? Maybe. See what he can do here.
All right. This will be the start of his run. Let's see what this 20 machine can do. Here he is now. He's coming into turn 3. The 20 car looking extremely fast. Trying to make a statement here in qualifying. Already P1 and running really hard and trying to defend that P1. Here he is off the final corner coming down the front straightaway. And he doesn't best it. 49.4.
Yeah, it looked like a real clean lap. Didn't make any mistakes, just didn't improve his time. Yeah, it looks like he's going to hold serve here with a 49.436, not improving, as I believe he's probably out of laps now in qualifying.
All right, Jay, that'll wrap up qualifying here. So we've got Tim Henderson on pole with 5 minutes left to get into qualifying. We got one more driver who has not taken the green flag for qualifying yet. I don't know if he's going to be taking the green flag. That is a Matthew Lind in the 003 car. All right, Jay, race predictions. Who you got?
Man, this is a competitive field tonight. Looking through the order, we got just heavy hitters top to bottom. You know what? I think tonight's the night for Tim Henderson. We've seen this guy so close in every series through season 1, so far this year in season 2. I think he gets it done tonight. I think he gets that victory. Takes the season opener in the Pro 4's.
That's a great pick, actually. Tim Henderson, obviously a threat whenever we go any other league racing with him. I'm going to go with an outside pick here tonight. I'm going to go with that number 7 car of Ricky Mandonca. And he had speed in practice. He was handling his car very well. I think that we're going to be seeing some great stuff out of him. We'll see what both of these drivers can do to get that car into victory lane. But right now, the 20 car on provisional pole, Brad Haldane in second place, Greg Shaw P3, Ricky M in P4, Showtime Collier in P5, Dallas Seward P6, Steven Doughton P7, Matt Yost P8, and Daniel Maddox P9.
And your top 5 there within half a second. Pretty quick, pretty quick.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there was a little mistake with this room this server that was put up. We will be heading right into a real quick break here, and then we will come right back with all of the action for the fun around and find out series for you guys straight to YouTube. So make sure you guys keep tuned. We will be right back with you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Sporting our favorite hats here, BDN. And we will continue this qualifying run. Sorry about that. And we will give you guys all the action right again with our drivers that we have racing tonight. Right now, we've got Daniel Maddox, Steven Downton on track. Rob Collier going to be the first one across the start-finish line now to start his qualifying attempt. Coming now into turn 3, Rob, kind of a second chance here for most of the drivers. Tim Henderson's going to have to put down another lap again to try and best his last lap time. We'll see what he can do as well. Tim Henderson not taken to the track yet. But Rob, again, getting that second chance to try and go ahead and beat that 49.4 that Tim Henderson put down last round. A 51 flat for him right now.
That's a little slower than the first run there, so maybe he'll prove here on the second lap.
We will see Steven Downton putting down a 51.7. Wow! Ricky, man, he is putting down a 50.3 right now. 7/10 quicker. Rob now rounding the final corner. Cutting it a little bit too close right there. We'll see what he can do now. Going down the front straightaway. Showtime. Crossing the start-finish line. And he puts down a 50.7. Still not enough to beat the 8 car. Here's the 8 car right here now going through the final corner. Let's see what he can do. He is slower this time by. See what Matt Yost can do. He's crossing the start-finish line now. He goes to P3.
Yeah, that was a good lap there by Matt Yost. He got a little bit of air time there on that final jump. That was pretty cool.
Oh! Greg Shaw making an attempt. And he goes over on his roof. He's going to have to restart that run. Here comes Steven Downton through the final corner. Let's see what he can do coming down the front straightaway. As he crosses, he puts down a invalid lap time. Here's the 8 car. He does go a little bit faster with a 50.29. Rob Collier going down the back straightaway now. We got Rob here, and then we got Gregory Shaw in the 45 car behind him. We'll go back to back with these two drivers. Let's see what Rob can put down right now crossing this start-finish line. Rob does not go faster. Let's see what Greg does. He's starting his run. Sorry about that. See what Steven Downton can do. He's going to be finishing up his run now. A 51.02. That puts him in P3. Here's Brad Haldane now in the 113 truck. He is attempting his first lap. Let's see what he can do. Digging through that final corner and onto the front straightaway. He goes P1 with a 50.2. Gregory Shaw goes P1 with a 50.22.
Wow, we're just playing leapfrog up here for pole position. Here's Tim Henderson.
Let's see what he can do crossing the start-finish line. He goes P1 with a 49.6.
Dang, half a second quicker. That's a flyer of a lap time.
This is Daniel Maddox now going through the final corner. Let's see what he can do. Brad Haldane is right behind him. Nothing there right now. Gregory Shaw going across the start-finish line again. Let's see what he can put down. 50.5. It's not going to be any better. Here comes Tim Henderson. He's trying to best his lap time. Coming down the front straightaway now. A 50.24 for Tim. Not going to best his lap time. We'll go real quick back here to Daniel. He's got one more try. Try and get that car back up to the top spot. Let's see what he can do. A 52.71. It's not going to be enough for that 68 car. Got Brad Haldane now. He's coming down the front straightaway. He might be just starting his lap.
And Tim Henderson goes faster. 49.518 this time.
Wow. He's really flying around this track. He's got this thing figured out. Here's Brad. He's trying to best his lap time as well. Let's see what he can do going down the back straightaway. Already turning his wheels for the last corner. He gets a great slide. He's pedal to the metal now, going down the front straightaway. Let's see if he's got anything to challenge Tim with. He's got a 49.9. That puts him P2.
And that was a great lap by Brad. It just shows how fast that 20 car or 20 truck of Henderson is.
Absolutely. All right, now going down the back straightaway. The final opportunity for this 113 truck of Bad Brad Haldane. Let's see what he can do. He gets a little loose going into turn one. It might be unsavable now. Going down the front straightaway. Let's see what he can pull. A 50.2. He's not going to best it. Brad Haldane rounding it out in P2 for his qualifying run. One minute left in qualifying. We got one car who has not taken to the track. That's the 38 car, Dallas Seward. But it has been reported in our chat he will not be qualifying. So the 38 will be starting in the back.
It's a bold move.
Let's see if it pays off for him, Cotton. Tonight, it's going to be crazy with all these drivers trying to... I think turn one's just going to be insane. I really do.
Yeah, that's going to be, I feel like, the key to the race. If you can get through turn one and set yourself up for that downhill section, it should clear out by there. And that's, I mean, turn one on the initial standing start is going to be your opportunity to get as many positions as you can. It's how bold are you going to be into that turn one? Are you going to rip the wall and try and carry the speed? Or are you going to try and go underneath somebody and put a slider on him going towards the downhill section? It's going to be wild.
It is going to be a good one for sure. Qualifying has just ended. Congratulations to Tim Henderson on his pole in the Fun Around and Find Out series. We're going to do one heat tonight, it looks like. All 9 drivers will be starting this. Let's try to pull up our grid real quick. Dallas Seward will be starting on pole. They did a reverse here. Dallas Seward in the 38 car on pole with Daniel Maddox on the outside of him in the 68.
Starting third in the 70, that's Matt Yost with Steven Doughton in the 3, starting fourth.
Rob Collier, P5 in the 02 car with Ricky Mandonka there in the 8 car.
Gregory Shaw starting 7th in the 45 with Bad Brad Haldane in the 113, starting 8th.
Starting P9 is your pole winner, Tim Henderson in the 20 truck. And we're green flag racing, everybody. We got a standing start. Daniel Maddox getting a great jump against Dallas Seward side by side now going into turn 1. We'll see what they can do. The 68 goes all the way to the wall. We're 4 wide now coming off of turn 1. Everybody's just in a crapster right there. The 70 drills the outside wall there, and he is gone. Matt Yost having a terrible start to this race.
Oh, as we got the 3 of Steven Doughton climbing over the back of Bad Brad Haldane here into turn 3 for the first time in this heat race. Dallas Seward leads over Showtime. Here comes the 8 car of Mandonka. He's battling back to get into this mix as we head towards turn 4 here on lap 1.
Here comes the 8 car. It's an opportunity for him. He runs into the rear bumper, the 02 of Rob Collier. He's coming down the front straightaway now. He's still all over the rear bumper. Dallas Seward's driving away from the field. It looks like the 8 car is trying to make it too wide now. Going into turn 1. Let's see if he dives it on in there. He thinks better of it.
Wow, what a beautiful sight. We're side by side here, coming to the downhill section. Mandonka, he is all over the back of Rob Collier. He wants to move up to P2. Here comes Shaw. He looks to slide it. Oh, he doesn't make the move. Here comes
contact with the leader.
Went sideways.
Collier's around. The 8 car taking advantage of that situation now. All over the rear bumper of the 38 in P2. Here comes Greg Shaw. He's looking to stick his nose in it as they're going down the back straightaway.
Wow, Dallas Seward survived the carnage there and turned through in turns 3. He's still the leader. Mandonka looking to the inside off of 4. Now we're side by side for third. This Scholl and Bad Brad Haldane going side by side down the front stretch. Who's going to have the advantage heading into turn 1? Oh, he's making some aerial contact there.
Side by side now through turn 1, the 113 car of Bad Brad Haldane. He's getting the advantage, but here comes Gregory Shaw. He's back to the inside. He's looking to make that position. He's making contact with the 8 car. We're playing bumper cars tonight, boys. These guys are going ham in through these corners as the 45 car now takes over P2, and he's rubbing up against P1 of Dallas Seward. We got a battle, boys.
We have got 5 cars battling here for the lead of this race. Seward continues to hang on. Greg Shaw, he's going to look to the inside here at turn 4. Dallas goes real wide. Where's Dallas? He's out of the picture. Here goes Shaw to the lead. We're still side by side here for P2.
Ricky Mandonka now, he's trying real hard to take over this P2 position. As third place makes contact with the 8 car. The 38 car taking it real hard through turn 1 as they're side by side again. The 8 car pushing really hard to get by Dallas Seward now. Going into turn 2. He's going to cut the corner. Oh, Dallas Seward just torpedoes the 45 car. And the 8 car is now in the lead. We've got carnage back here.
We're looking at 3 wide here into turn 3. Dallas lost a lot of ground here. Here comes Tim Henderson. Where did he come from up to P3? Mandonka leads as we're coming towards turn 4. Tim Henderson, he's looking to the inside of Shaw. Oh, Shaw shuts the door and Dallas slides it in. Bad Brad turns Dallas sideways off of turn 4. What a battle. Oh, Shaw gets into the wall.
Oh, he makes contact with the 20. Dallas Seward's around. He's out of the track. Gregory Shaw's turned around as Bad Brad Haldane takes over P2 and the 8 car. He's taking a commanding lead. 3.5 seconds to second place.
Mandonka is checking out on these boys. This Bad Brad Haldane and Tim Henderson are chasing here, second and third. Henderson's going to look to the inside. No, he's going to pull a crossover. Maybe look to the inside into 3. He's not close enough. Bad Brad Haldane holds on to P2 as Mandonka, 3 seconds up. He's taken away with this lead.
Bad Brad Haldane holding on to second place. He's coming under attack by Tim Henderson. Let's see what they do through the final corner. Brad shoving it in there deep and getting sideways. He holds on to P2 as he continually eats into that lead that the 8 car has. Now it's 2.8 seconds as Tim Henderson is pushing Brad Haldane to the max now, going through turn 1. They're side by side and they're making contact now. Coming down the big jump into turn 2, excuse me.
Wow, what a battle as Brad Haldane is going wide. He's going to slide it through the corner. They're gaining on your leader, man. Donka, slowly but surely here. Here comes Haldane, pulls a big slider into turn 3, gets up onto the wall, makes contact. Henderson slides. Wow, Henderson's using up all the track there on the exit of 3, set up for turn 4. They have closed this gap down to 2.5 seconds behind your leader, man, Donka. Can they catch him? They got less than 9 laps to go here at the line.
Tim Henderson waiting to pounce on an opportunity to take over P2 now. He's slowing down a little bit. What happened to Tim Henderson? Tim Henderson's going into the pits. That's big news. Brad holding on to that position right now with Rob Collier. He's got a good battle going on with Steven Downton. Let's see what Steven can do now going into turn 2.
Yeah, he sees Showtime, Rob Collier right in front of him. That's for a podium position in the heat race. Steven Downton is digging right now. Can he get by Showtime? Showtime going a little bit defensive line there into turn 3. He's going to slide up in there. Steven is digging. Can he run down Showtime here? He's running out of laps. Can he get him here into turn 4?
There he is. He's turning in real deep here. Let's see if he can get a smooth corner and get up to the rear bumper of the O2. He's doing a great job holding on. We'll see if he can do anything now going into turn 1. They got the big jump here. He lands it perfect, and he's going into turn 1 now. You can see a little bit of damage on that O2 car. The 3 car pushing the cushion on the outside as he's trying to gain as much speed as he can, taking the outside momentum. Right now, Steven Downton still holding on to P4.
Yeah, this is a good battle. Showtime, Rob Collier continues to hold on to P3 as it looks like he's starting to gap the 3 of Steven Downton here. He is putting together some great corners and able to extend this lead for P3 over Steven Downton. Steven Downton is digging, though. He is using up all the track on the exit of 3. He's going to probably do the same here into turn 4. He rips the apron. No, he doesn't. He goes wider. He's digging. He's sideways off of turn 4.
You can see these cars at the bottom of your screen. They're hitting 90 miles an hour now, 100 miles an hour going over that big jump. Steven Downton holding on to it, grabbing a little bit of damage on the front end there. He was really nose heavy going through the first corner now. Coming down the hill, he is not getting much time to that O2 car of Rob Collier. We'll see what he can do in the coming laps. It's coming down to the nitty-gritty. The 8 car still holding on to the lead of this race right now with Brad Haldane. You can see him in the picture back there going down the back straightaway, although the next car behind him is 6 seconds. That is Rob Collier to Brad Haldane. Rob has to do something to try to get back up to Brad. Brad trying to hunt down our leader.
Yeah, Brad, he's lost a little bit of time here. He was 2.5 seconds back. Now it's almost to 3. Can he put together a couple good laps here? We got 6 laps to go right there at the line. He's going to keep digging. Maybe he can get back into this fight. It's not over till it's over here in these trucks. If Mandaka makes a mistake, Brad will be there to pounce on that opportunity as he slides through turn 2. He's ripping the wall on the inside there. Headed for turn 3. He can see him. He can see Mandaka in front of him. Can he get him?
Currently, the fastest car on track is that 8 car. He put down a 49.8 last time by. He's hauling the mail. Everybody else is in the 50s while he's in the 49. So we can hold on to a fact that possibly this 8 car can still walk away. Brad needs to find some speed now. Coming down the front straightaway. Let's see what the updated lap times are as they cross the start-finish line.
Oh, is Brad? Somebody's backwards on the track. I'm not sure who that was. Brad barely missed him, but Brad ran a quicker lap there. It was Matt Yost. He's backwards on the front stretch here. He's going to get that thing whipped back around, head straight on the track.
Sporting that fancy, they Turk Gerbs paint scheme. What a beautiful paint scheme that car's got. Now, we'll go back to Brad Haldane here. He is hunting down this 8 car of Ricky Mendonca. We'll see what he can do now. 0.2 of a lap faster on average in the past couple of laps. Let's see what he can do. It might not be enough. He's got to hope for a miracle.
Yeah, he's lost a little bit more time. He ran faster last time by. He might run a little slower this time. He was a 10th slower this time by. He's going to go through turn 1, rips the wall there on entrance, barely missed it. But Mendonca is lagging Brad Haldane here with 4 laps to go. We got side by side.
Oh!
Stevens aimed for the wall, and he nearly makes wall contact. He puts that thing in reverse. What a move. Look at that. As you see, who is that? Is that Henderson back on track? 1 lap down. He gets by Steven down here. Not for position, though, but he's on the hunt back towards the front running P7 right now.
Steven Doughton putting down a display of talent there in turn 1. Getting that thing whipped back around. Trying to get back in the race there. Gregory Shaw making a very big statement here. All the way back up to 4th. He's chasing down Rob Collier now. Half a second a lap. We'll see what the updated lap times are now. He was a 10th quicker that lap. Still, we'll see what this 45 can do. Brad Haldane continuing to reel in the leader, except he had some issues there this lap. Last time pulling a 51.1 as Ricky pulled a 50.2, so almost have to have a miracle now for that 113 to win this heat race.
Yeah, as we're closing in on 2 laps to go here this time at the line, he's currently 4 seconds, 3.5. It's fluctuating depending on what part of the track they're on, but he has got a lot of ground to make up here if he's going to chase down your leader, Mendonca, for this win here. They ran pretty identical lap times that time. That ain't going to cut it for Brad Haldane as he pursues Mendonca continually here.
We are on lap 14 of 15 in the heat race. These guys are rounding out this heat race. Ricky doing a great job to keep that car up front and avoid any contact. Except for the beginning part of this race, we had some craziness happening. But nonetheless, keeping that 8 car up front.
Here comes Mendonca down the front stretch here to get the white flag here in Heat Race 1, the heat race for tonight. Survived the carnage in the beginning of this race. We had a intense, and he slides! He slides! He's gonna lose a lot of time here to Brad. Can Brad pounce on it here on the final lap? No, he's too far back. He did gain some time, but he's just too far back to take advantage of this mistake. He's going to slide through turns. Oh, he makes some wall contact. It's the last thing he needs to do is make any mistakes. He's a half a lap to victory here in the heat race. Through turns 3, still sliding that thing off the corner. He might be able to survive here. Just one more clean turn and set down for the front stretch here. Brad is still in the whiffs. He can't make up this ground. Unless he makes a mistake, he will not make a mistake. Mendonca, what a drive. Ricky Mendonca is going to take heat race. He won this in convincing fashion. What a drive.
Great job to that 8 car. We got Brad Haldane now crossing the start-finish line. Next is Rob Collier. He's definitely going to hold on to P3 there, your final podium position, as Greg Shaw now coming back in P4. What a great run he had after jumping to the pits. Or no, I'm sorry, that was Tim Henderson. Daniel Maddox here. The last car to be finishing on the lead lap. 68 car, great job rounding out your top 5 for Heat 1. Let's pull in Ricky real quick. Interview him. Hey, Ricky, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, congratulations on Heat number 1 win. Congratulations. Tell us a little bit about that race, especially the beginning.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. People getting into each other every damn lap. It was a blast.
It looked like a blast. I mean, I was sitting here yelling. We were playing bumper cars here tonight We saw a lot of craziness happening there in turn 1, but not only turn 1. I mean, we were turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. Everybody was just trying to pounce on an opportunity to gain some track position. But what was it like on the start there with the standing starts and everybody being bunched up into turn 1?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Definitely a lot of contact points right there. But yeah, we all made it through decent. I feel like it was a pretty clean race for being bunched up like that.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again on your podium, or excuse me, on your heat win. That's what I got for you. Jay, what do you got for Ricky here?
Yeah, Ricky, now that you've won this heat race, what's your strategy going into the main event? What is your approach, and how do you get back to victory lane here for the main event victory tonight?
Just be consistent, hit my lines and try and get through the chaos to get back up to the front.
Alrighty, well, sounds good. Well, good luck tonight in this main event pursuit, and we hope to see you at the end of the night in victory lane.
All right, guys, thank you.
Thanks, Ricky. All right, that was heat. That was heat 1. That's not even the main here, Jay. Seriously, what can we expect in this main? I'm almost to the point right now where I think you can't expect anything.
Yeah, I don't think there's really anything to expect. I mean, if I was to say to expect anything, I would expect what we just saw in that heat race. I think the beginning of this race is going to be absolutely wild, trying to get that track position. But like we mentioned, survival. We just didn't expect survival past turn 1. It ended up becoming survival to lap 3. So
Yeah.
if we can get that track position early and survive, and then do what Mandarka did. He did a phenomenal job. He got the lead, maintained it. Once he survived all the battling and carnage early on, he was able to kind of run his pace and checked out on the field. And I think that's what the key to victory is here in the main event.
Absolutely, that is a great point there. These guys, I think they know what to expect now into turn 1. Do we see them be a little bit more aggressive, though? Did we see a little bit of conservation there out of some of the drivers, just trying to predict what might happen into turn 1 in that heat race? We don't know. We're going to find out, though. It's going to be great, honestly. Again, some of the best drivers in the business. They prove it week in and week out, and we're about to see it again in the main race. These guys are about to hit the track. We are going to be... Oh, Tim Henderson in the chat. Not enough fuel. Big Daddy Nexus,
no.
isn't it?
That is some Big Daddy Nexus. Might need to fire your fuel guy there, Tim.
Yeah, fire your fuel guy, stop stage cautions, change restart zones. Listen to our podcast, you'll understand. All right, we're going to go ahead. We'll go start talking into this little race warm-up that we have. See what we got going on here right now. 5 minutes with 1 minute and 15 seconds left. Gregory Shaw in the 45 car. He is leading the way right now. This is a prime opportunity for these guys, Jay, to tweak on their setups just a little bit. I'm sure they learned a lot in the heat race, so maybe any small tweaks that these guys can do, they're testing it right now. They're trying to see if they can make those cars faster.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, too, is if you make an adjustment, maybe you can find a different line. I mean, if you see a lot of guys bunched up in front of you like we saw in that first race, maybe you can find an alternate line. We saw Dallas try to rip the wall there a few times and was able to maintain the lead doing it. So maybe we could see a little bit more of that. Take a wider arch into the corner and maybe drive away from these boys and get to that position where Ricky was in that first race.
Absolutely. And once you get into a lead like that, like what Ricky had, you can go and... You can go and... kind of put yourself on autopilot there and make sure you don't make any mistakes. If you got a 3-second lead like that, 2.5 second lead, why not? These cars are actually pretty difficult to drive. They're really heavy. They got lots of suspension to them. And plus, we're racing on dirt with jumps. So, why not take it a little bit easy?
These are race car drivers. I don't know what easy is to these guys, but we'll see tonight.
Absolutely. We're wrapping up warm-up now. We're about to go into the main. All right, your grid tonight. Starting on pole, the number 8 car, Ricky Mondanka. He is your pole winner, or heat winner, pole winner. Second place, Brad Haldane in the 113.
Starting third in that 02 truck, Showtime, Rob Collier with the 45 of Gregory Shaw, starting P4.
Starting P5, Daniel Maddox in the 68 car. And P6, you got Steven Downton in the 3 car.
Starting 7th in that 20, you got Tim Henderson with Matt Yost in the 70s, starting 8th.
And rounding out your field tonight, Dallas Seward in the 38 car. Let's see what he can do. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody jumped. Green flag is out in the air. Ricky is getting a great start over Brad Haldane. Brad going into the pits. Oh no, he made a mistake. Maybe a little bit of a fuel mistake that Tim Henderson had. What a terrible start to this race. We've got wreckage in the back.
Oh, as we're 3 wide coming down the hill. Here comes Tim Henderson. He was using up all the track there down the downhill. Oh, Steven gets turned by Dallas. He was get that thing whipped back around.
Yellow flag.
Dallas, yellow flag is out. This will be a big break here for Brad Haldane.
Yes, it is. A huge break. Dallas. Steven climbs that wall in turn 3. That was impressive.
Yeah, he's testing it for later, man. He might need to go alternate route here to make some passes late.
All right, let's go back and look at this crash real quick. Let's see. We're side by side with the 70 and the 3 coming off of turn 1. Get a little bit of contact there with the wall with Tim Henderson. And now coming into turn 2. Oh, Dallas Seward just punched the 3 car. The 38 making big moves early in the race. All right, we're back with our lead car now, the 8 car of Ricky. We'll get these cars bunched back up, and we will go green flag racing again. Motion says, I should have gotten in on this race. Yes, sir, you should have. We're having a great time up here. We're watching these guys just go crazy right now. That heat race was pretty wild. I'm sure it's going to get a lot more crazy in this main.
Yeah, we're bunching them back up. You already know this is going to get crazy.
Tim Henderson.
Lights are out on the pace truck.
Oh, that means we're going green flag racing, baby. Tim Henderson's in the chat. He said, oh, man, he chose to put Alan Gustafsson on his box. Poor guy. All right, we're bunching the field back up. Again, lights off on the pace truck. We are going green flag this time by. We'll see what the 8 car can do now on a rolling start versus Rob Collier on the outside.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. This could be interesting with a rolling start this time. This is going to be wild. Buckle up at home, everybody.
You got Tim Henderson back here just chomping at the bit, ready to go. He's definitely going to be one to watch. Now we got pace truck pulling off the racetrack. We'll see what these guys do. Coming to the start-finish line. Wow, look at that pace truck. He's hauling the mail as the 8 car takes the green flag. Going up now into turn 1. He gets a great jump over the 02 of Rob Collier. He overcooks turn 1. He's got the 02 on the inside of him. 3 wide off at turn 1 as the 8 car and 02 make contact. The 8 car's around. He's going to go outside of the track. We got another yellow flag.
Oh, aggression meets aggression. Rob Collier. Wow, what a restart. That's exactly what we expected.
Lots of aggression here as the 02 car now takes lead of this race. Let's go back and look at what happened to the 8 car and the 02 car. Let's go on board with the 02 and see what happened. This Ortega Boys cam will be able to see what happened here between these 2 cars. Rob gets a great exit off of turn 1. Lots of contact made. The 8 car goes around. Let's go back and look at it different.
It looked like they both got airborne and both their cars just kind of came together like magnets.
Let's see here. We're going to get a great picture here into turn 1. Looks like the 8 just making contact with the O2, and he gets stuck on the barrier. Unfortunate. All right, O2 car.
P2. Tim Henderson from P6 up to P2. Wow.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. Look at this. We got the 70 car of Matt Yost, P3. All right. We are just now completing lap 5. 2 cautions already. Lights are out on the pace truck. We're going green flag racing this time by. Unfortunately, the A car going a couple laps down here. Not showing registered to this session anymore, unfortunately. That A car put on such a strong showing in the heat race. Unfortunately, not going to be able to battle it out in the feature. You can see that 45 car working in the dirt there. He's preparing. The O2's got some big competition behind him. That 45 car we know is fast. The 20 car we know is fast. These guys are all bunched up, ready to go. It's the O2 car going to be leading the field to green. Coming down the front straightaway now, we watch the pace truck go flying off the racetrack as green flag is in the air. The O2 car getting a huge lead over P2 now as he goes into turn 1. The 45 makes contact with him. The O2 or the 20 gets involved as well. They all straighten it out now, coming down into turn 2.
Whoa, it looked like Dallas went way off track, but here comes Shaw to the inside of Collier. Oh, Tim Anderson giving the bumper to Shaw. He wants to get through there. Oh, it looks like, is that Maddox upside down nearly over there in turn 2? He gets it going again. Dallas is slowed. Wow, they survived it.
As we've got a caution again, it looks like. Maybe that's just a little bit of a glitch that we see. The O2 still putting the pedal to the metal now, coming across the start-finish line. So is the 45 and the 20. They're going side by side. Look, we got a great battle right here between these two cars. This is for 4th place. Oh, we're seeing lots of contact up here. We're 3 wide off of turn 1. The O2 sideways. The 45 sideways. They're making contact with the 20. And going into turn 3 now. Turn 2, excuse me. The 20's on the outside of the 45. Bad Brad Haldane wants a piece of this action.
Wow, we're still side by side. Shaw's looking to the outside. Here comes Henderson to the inside into turn 3. He's to the inside of Shaw for P2. They're going to single file out off of turn 3. We got 4 cars under a blanket here for the lead. Rob is getting the bumper business. Here comes Shaw to the inside into turn 4. Uses a lot of the apron. Grabs the cushion. We're going to go side by side down the front stretch.
The O2 holding on to that lead position right now as you saw the 45 make a desperate move there in the last corner. Now going into turn 1, the 45 has the advantage. The O2 makes contact with the wall. Here comes the 20 off of turn 1. He's making a run for it as the O2 makes more contact with the 20. The 45 car is your new leader, but the 20 shoves it in deep as the 45 still making contact with the 20. And coming off of turn 2 now, we got cars on their lid in the back. That's Steven Doughton.
Yeah, Dallas stuck on the wall, but the battle for the lead continues to rage on. 1-3-1! Collier runs into the Haldane. Henderson prevails in this battle. He is your leader. Here comes Showtime. Gonna make a move on. Oh! Upside down into the wall in a turn 4. Oh no!
Late breaking news as the pace truck is trying to get these guys in uniform. No, sir, not today. We're still having a race here, my guy. Get off the track. The 20 car still leading this race as Rob Collier and Brad Haldane going at it again.
Oh, Haldane saves it after contact with Collier. Collier's gonna drive it in. Oh, here comes Brad Haldane, sends it in on the bottom of Collier. They're gonna go side by side here to turn 3, more contact. Collier's gonna throw it back to the inside of Haldane. Haldane's gonna get a great run off the corner. Crossover move off of 3. We're still side by side heading for turn 4.
Side by side now. We're going to be going into the final corner. The 113 versus the 02. The 113 of Brad Haldane. He has the advantage. Coming down the front straightaway now. They're not side by side. 113. Bad Brad Haldane taking over P2.
We got 5 laps remaining here in this one as Collier sends it in. He's going to get real wide. Nearly made contact with Haldane. It looks like Haldane is now cleared into P2. He's got a 3-second gap behind your leader, race leader Tim Henderson. Can he run him down here as the laps are winding down off the board?
We got a good battle going on here, but real quick, let's look back here. We still got a great battle between these 3 drivers. The 45, the 68, and the 70. We'll see. Here's Matt Yost. He's trying to make a run for Daniel Maddox's money here for P5. Let's see what he can do now.
Yeah, this is a great battle raging on. This is for P5 as you got Yost still chasing Maddox here. He got anything for him at a turn 4. He's going to send it in, makes contact. He saves it. They're still going to be chasing each other down the front straightaway here. We got 4 laps to go.
Tim Henderson putting down some flyers right now as he's racing around the pace truck. Putting down some 49 threes. That's faster than qualifying.
Yeah, he's gapping second place of Haldane, but that battle for second still isn't over. Collier is still digging. He wants to get back into that P2 position. He's still digging. I don't know if he'll have anything more. He's getting a little sideways there into turn 4. He's going to lose a little bit of time there to Brad Haldane as we got 3 laps to go here.
3 more laps to go. Rob's got to do something here. He is actually, Rob and Brad ran the same exact lap time. Not same exact, but pretty close last time by. So Rob holding close to Brad right now. We'll see if he can pull out anything to get back up to that 113 truck.
Yeah, as they're both running different lines, Collier's searching, trying to find some grip, trying to find a way right back by Haldane. Looks like he's not going to be able to gain any time there as he takes it real narrow. He's trying to ride that wall around the corner there in turn 3. He's going to try and set up another charge here into turn 4, but he's going to have 2 laps left in this race to get on the second step of the podium here if they can't run down Tim Henderson.
Tim Henderson is just checking out right now. Last time by, pulling a 50.2. Let's see what Brad pulled a 50.0. So did Collier. Collier's just a little bit quicker than Brad. He's going to need a little bit more, though, to catch up to that P2 position.
Yeah, he's going to need to send something in here on one of these corners, make a desperate, bold move. He sees him there. He just can't get there. Not quite close enough.
Not quite close enough. Continuing, though, to run some very fast, consistent lap times out of this 02 truck. Trying to hunt down Brad Haldane. Let's see what he can do going through this final corner here. He took it real shallow.
Yeah, I was going to say, he took that one real shallow. He's losing time. He's now 2 seconds back. But we're on the white flag lap here for Tim Henderson. 5.6 seconds ahead. Qualified on pole, had trouble in the heat race. And now he is setting sail for this victory, going through turn 2 for the final time. He's just got to run flawless, no mistakes, and he should be able to claim this victory going through turn 3 for the final time. He's running it real wide. He's having a good time in that vehicle tonight. He knows it's about to find victory lane. He's just got to navigate one more turn flawlessly here. I think he's going to do it. He slides through turn 4, coming off of 4. Race victory in the Pro 4s at Wild West goes to Tim Henderson.
All right, congratulations to that 20 truck. Here comes Brad Haldane. He's going to round out P2, and Rob Collier for P3. Here comes Greg Shaw now. He is trying to hold on to that P4. He is going to hold on to that P4. And Matt Yost now going to round out your top 5. Coming off the final corner now in that 70 truck. He's going to hold on to it.
What a race. What a race. What battles we saw. Lots of contact for the lead. Hard racing. Hard, clean racing. What a race.
Absolutely. Let's bring down Rob Collier, your P3 finisher for tonight. Hey, Rob, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep, got you guys.
Hey, Rob. Fantastic run you had there. Some great battles that we saw on track. But mainly that last little bit between you and Brad, we saw you pushing that truck as hard as it could go to try and get back to the rear bumper of the 113, but just coming up a little bit short there. Tell us, what do you think would have taken to get back to that 113?
Probably drive this truck, not for the first time tonight.
Their first time, and you're coming out with a podium. That's pretty good.
I think I could have won the first one if I didn't meet a wild Dallas out there.
Wild Dallas did appear. I saw that. But nonetheless, congratulations on your P3 finish. Jay, do you have anything for Rob here?
Yeah, that was a fun race to watch. I mean, I'm sure it was a blast to drive. That was fun stuff. Who do you have to thank for your performance here tonight?
SK for putting this on, and of course you guys for just coming out and screwing around with us.
Heck yeah. Well, congratulations on your P3, and we cannot wait to see you in the next one.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
Thanks, Rob. Your P3 finisher for tonight in that O2 truck. Doing a great job to hold on to that podium position. Let's go ahead and bring up Brad Haldane in that 113 truck. Hey, Brad. This is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I do. How's it going?
Hey, awesome. What a great race we just witnessed. Brad, we saw you mixing it up there. We saw a great battle in front of you, and then you took advantage of it. There was a lot of shenanigans that was happening, but you kept calm, cool, and collective and held on to that P2 with a hard-charging Rob Collier behind you. How was it racing out there tonight? What was it like? Tell us a little bit and maybe, educate, Jay and I up here and also the comment section.
Oh man, this is bringing me back to my motocross days. It was an absolute blast. I love doing it, and it's more or less just it's anticipating what other people are going to do, and then finding the right lines to jump in. People are going to push out wide, bang doors. Try and move people out of the way, and it's more or less just trying to cut down underneath and hopefully get the right drive underneath and be able to pull away and take advantage of people just moving each other out of the way.
Yeah, we did see a lot of that tonight. We saw a lot of rollovers and some cautions happening there, so we knew it was pretty crazy. We saw it from the booth here, but nonetheless, a performance that you put on, you pounced on the opportunity. You come out in the first race of the season with a P2 finish. Congratulations on that. Jay, that's all I got for Brad. What do you got for Brad?
Yeah, I enjoyed watching that race. Looked like you and Tim were having a good time there in qualifying, trying to leap each other and take that pole position. And then you guys get in the race. You guys race each other hard. Looked like you were competitive all night. Who do you have to thank for your awesome performances here tonight?
Honestly, this race was just a blast. It was so much fun being able to bang doors with everybody in this group. It was a great group of guys to race against, and honestly, just my wife for allowing me to do this and tonight, and that's about it for this one. Can't wait for next week. This was so much fun.
Absolutely. We're excited to come back and watch you guys put it out on track. Now, Also, I don't know if you guys know or not, the schedule is just insane. So real quick, we'll have Brad in here. We'll go over the schedule real quick. So next week we're going to Crandon Short, but on October 2nd we're going to Long Beach. We're going road course racing with these trucks.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun.
It's gonna be.
I just wish we were able to put the jumps in. If we're able to put the jumps in, that would make it that much better.
Yes, absolutely it would. But nonetheless, great run tonight there, Brad, and congratulations on your P2 finish. We hope to see you in the next one.
Thank you, sir.
That was Brad Haldane finishing P2 tonight. Let's go ahead and look at our race-winning truck, Tim Henderson. Let's bring him down. Tim, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy. It's about time. Let's go. It's about time. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it's about time that 20 car, the 20 machine, finally hitting victory lane here in the Nexus Sim Racing Leagues. Congratulations. I know you've been working very hard for this, and you put it into a dominant performance tonight. Congratulations. But first off, let's talk a little bit about the beginning of this race. Let's talk a little bit about the door banging, the bumper cars that we witnessed tonight. Just tell us what it was like in that cockpit.
It was hectic. It's like Martinsville all over again.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, but it's Martinsville with jumps, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
You just gotta keep the car under control, that's all.
Absolutely. Well, we saw you out in practice. You were putting down flyers left and right. In the heat, you had a little bit of bad luck there with your fuel strategy, but nonetheless, still coming out in the feature race and winning it. Just a dominant performance by this 20 machine. You know, just what did you do to prepare for this race? Because it looks like you were just on a whole different level.
To be honest with you, I didn't really prepare much. I did a little bit. I did a little bit with the setup, and then it was just not relying on the handbrake. I think was the key. Like, trying to keep the rear end from sliding out. You slide it out too much, you're gonna go and lose too much RPM and everything else.
Absolutely. Well, Jay, that's all I got for Tim here. What do you got for him?
I just want to say congratulations, Tim. This has been a long time coming, man. You've been so close in so many different races in the last seasons and this season even. Who do you have to thank? It's time to thank your people, man, for this performance.
Well, I have to thank Martin Sports. I got to thank the people at iRacing, iFlag, Rogue Energy, and George, Dallas. They help out quite a bit. I gotta thank everyone else as well for not having yellows like we do in ovals whenever I pit.
Well, congratulations again, Tim. Long time coming, like what we said. Finally reaching that victory lane. You know, we have been watching you for a while. Definitely deserving to finally get that checker flag. Tim, we hope to see you in the next one, and have a great night celebrating your victory.
I count on it, boys. See you guys later.
All right, we'll see you in the next one. All right, Jay, what a race we saw tonight. I mean, what do we even start with here? We saw some crazy racing in the heat, and then we saw some crazy racing in the feature. Just insane what we had going on here. So, you know, tell us a little bit, or what do you think? What do you thought about what we saw tonight?
Man, what a race. I mean, from the beginning of practice all the way into the main event, we saw just different drivers battling to get lap time in practice and qualifying. It was like a competition. It was exciting. Then we get to the heat race. We see some side-by-side crazy action racing for the lead. Ultimately, we saw race winner in the first heat race was Mandana gets the victory. Then we go to the main event. After Tim Henderson had his fuel issues, he was able to fight back. We had great battles in the main event. Rob and And we also saw the 113 car of Brad Haldane putting on a good battle. But Tim Henderson, fastest from practice and qualifying, ends up taking the whole night, gets the victory in the main event. What a race.
Absolutely. You know what? This is the Pro Truck Series. What do you expect? We expect bumper cars. You know, we're racing on dirt with jumps. And these guys still holding it together, putting on a great show, some great content for all of you guys on YouTube. Thank you guys for watching tonight, for everybody who came out, liked, subscribed, and commented. We truly appreciate it. We got lots of cool stuff going on our YouTube channel right now. Make sure you guys go and check out all of our videos that we have. We also do a podcast. We're doing one tomorrow. Make sure you guys show up, show some support. We do, or Jay puts a lot of work into these, and you know, I'm there with Jay. So make sure you guys just come out, you know, leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Again, it means a lot to us. We appreciate you guys for coming out and watching this video. And again, make sure you guys tune in for all of our other live streams, our videos. We truly appreciate it. This is Thomas and Jay from the Digga Boys Broadcasting Network, and we'll see ya in the next one.